All that work that your guild worked their ass off for the last couple of weeks maybe, gone. All your ranks that you've personally done, gone. Hours and hours of gameplay, and all you must do to get them back is regrind the same boring, dull, thoughtless content again and again and again. That's why games like this are shit. If you've been following me on my YouTube channel, I've made 3 videos regarding Diablo Immortal while I was playing it. Now, I have quit the game. Obviously, I'm on it right now, but this is to show you. And then I'm going to uninstall it right after I do this part, okay? So yay, let's all watch it together. But what I want to show you here is that I've done 3 separate videos on Diablo Immortal. The first one on my YouTube is about a first impressions. The second one is about the end game to what I could see to that point. And this is where this is going to come in. And the third one is about the cash shop. Okay? Now, this is not about the cash shop. Okay? That has been done to death all over YouTube over the last 3 weeks already. There's so many videos about the cash shop and how awful the monetization, predatory practices, fuck you Blizzard, etc. There we go. So what I just want to do, I just want to spend a moment of time to talk about an end game progression system that will literally turn every person off this game, hopefully. Something I've discovered, which out of lots of the videos I've seen regarding Diablo Immortal, it has not actually been brought up. Most likely because content creators who have made a couple of videos regarding this, or maybe just a review regarding this game and then quit, they probably never got to this section. So I just want to highlight, taking a moment to highlight this section in the game. So what I have in front of me here is the shadows part of the game. Now, I would have briefly ran through this in my end game video, the second video in the series that I made regarding Diablo Immortal. Now, shadows is when you can convert your clan. Now, a clan is 100 people, your dark clan, like you can see here, my dark clan. When I convert this, and you can have a maximum of up to 100 people. Okay? Moriel, thank you very much for big muscle flexing welcome for subscribing over on YouTube. Much appreciated, my friend. Hope you're enjoying the content. So this dark clan here, once you get everyone to level 43, you can then activate, you can turn your clan into a dark clan. You'll have to do a couple of steps and stuff before it. But once you turn yourself into from your dark clan into a shadows guild, you activate the next progression system of the game. So there's a cycle, a continuous eternal cycle, which is pretty cool. The concept is pretty cool, don't get me wrong, that you as Shadow have to take over eventually the reigning immortals. And this is a constant PvP battle that just keeps happening. Now, the immortals need to keep their seat for as many weeks as they can, and then the shadows will eventually overcome and overtake them. Whoever has the right to do so, it will depend on this, your top 10 dark clans. And you will also have brackets, weekly brackets, where you'll all fight against each other, the other shadow clans, and whoever comes out on top will have a chance to get into the top 10. And these weekly shadow wars determine this top 10. And then you might have the opportunity then, thanks to this shadow war and the Rite of Exile, you might have the opportunity then to take on the immortals and overtake them. Okay, so what happens here? Now, it makes sense from a from a kind of a lore perspective what happens, but what you can do in the meantime as the game progresses through the planning stage to the gathering stage, then to the showdown stage, and finally Reckoning, which is when you take on the Immortal themselves. So as the game progresses through each of these stages, you can earn ranks in the game. Now, ranks are earned by just doing some daily stuff, such as completing contracts, which is a daily quest reward. You can raid the vault, which once again is another event that you can do on a regular basis. It's a 4-group event. You can complete an Elder Rift, which pretty much, there we go, very common end game source of loot. And these change on a daily basis. They'll all grant 200 towards your rank. Now, as you can see here, it takes 200 points to advance me to the next rank. Now, when I get to this, I'll get a little reward of 50 hills, just a negligible little increase. You'll also get some challenge quests done as well to give you some extra. Now, the big thing here is that when you get a rank up, you get a rank up in this huge list of ranks right here. Starting from Initiate 1, every single rank you get gives you 1% damage increase and 1% increase to your defense. And it goes all the way up through all these ranks, which could take a long time to get, up to a maximum of 32 defense and damage each. Now, one thing in particular to note is that you must be Initiate level 2 to unlock the contracts, which is very quick. You could do it very quickly, like half an hour or less. And then rank 3, you'll be able to do all the war stuff, raiding the vaults, the exile stuff that I was talking about already. Also, on a similar note, you'll be able to increase your guild shadow rank as well. Now, this goes from rank 1 to rank 16, okay? And each time you get to one of these set ranks here, your guild leader will be able to choose a new buff that will help improve everything for everyone else in the guild, okay? So like a whole cross-wide event kind of thing for your guild. Everyone gets it. Awesome. This is the problem. This is the big problem. Before I decided to quit the game, I was in the Hunter rank, okay? I was in the Hunter rank. I believe I was in Hunter rank 2 or Hunter rank 3, okay? Now, this would have been about 2 or so weeks of gameplay, roughly, while I was doing this. Approximately that. It took me about 2 weeks, because I'm playing a little bit here and there. The thing is, though, and also our Dark Clan was rank 10 at the time, okay? So we had multiple other rewards as well. As you can see, we are now rank 1, and my shadow rank is the second rank you can get. Look at all the ranks I lost already, okay? I lost about 13 or 14 ranks in that time, okay? Now, why was that? Because the developers thought it was, I don't know, a cool idea that when the Immortals are overthrown and the cycle repeats again, okay, when this time happens, essentially, you lose everything you worked towards in your Shadow Guild, which is all your ranks, which is that 15 or maybe even more % damage and defense increase, and all your clan ranks as well. You lose the ability, along with that, you lose the ability to unlock the contracts and the Path of Blood and the Raid Vault. Literally, you lose all of this until you repeat the opening stages of it again. Because what happens, it does a whole reset once the Immortals are overthrown. How shitty does that feel? Going from having this high percentage where you're feeling really powerful, like 15% damage increase, maybe even the maximum of 32% damage increase and defense, and you're feeling this, you're feeling badass, you're getting further and further, and all of a sudden it's taken all away from you due to the game system. It does not feel right for players. It's a really bad idea. So whoever thought this would make players feel good, I'm not too sure. I get the concept, it's a cycle, but I do not see why they could not just leave people continue slowly but surely over weeks or months, progress up this ranking system so they have a permanent damage increase. That's what we all thought it was. That's what we all thought. Until literally 2 days ago, when the Immortals were overthrown, we logged in the next day. They'd done this little celebratory thing in the game, this cycle ending thing, and everyone is chucked back to square one. All the clans are reset to rank 1. All that work that your guild worked their ass off for the last couple of weeks maybe, gone. All your ranks that you've personally done, gone. Hours and hours of gameplay, and all you must do to get them back is regrind the same boring, dull, thoughtless content again and again and again. That's why games like this are shit. Once I figured this out, I made sure that this game was known as forever shit as possible. It is absolutely ludicrous that you give players all this power only to reset them. It's like World of Warcraft or other type of game, MMOs with expansions, that when a new expansion comes out, there's a big possibility that once you level up and get the new gear of that expansion, all the old stuff becomes, negligible, becomes obsolete, right? But the thing is, that could be 2 years in the making, because, an expansion release. But in this could be like every 2 or 3 weeks, depending. So you literally are just getting powerful only for it to be taken away again. And each time this happens, you must repeat the same boring introduction to the Shadow Guilds, relearn everything again. You have to go back to the vendors, they have to give you the tutorials on how to do it, as if you don't already know it, and you need to repeat this mindless slog each time. Now on top of that, I want to show you one last thing before I end this, because this also has to do with what I'm talking about. Is that so you have to start your contracts all over again, okay? So you won't have access to contracts. You have to get to level 2. Very quick to do it, but still, it's just that you have to do it. It's pointless. Also, any progress that you have made in this system here, the Path of Blood, is now reset back to 0. Now that's good in a way that you can get more easy marks, which make you rank up a bit faster, but that means, like for me, I was on floor 24, okay? I was on floor 24. So that means I have to literally replay, basically grind again, all 24 previous levels, which only can take, a little bit of time each. Like a level could be, like, to show you how fast a level is, literally, like it gets harder and harder as time goes on. But like literally, this is a level. Done. That floor is done. But the content is mindless. It's so low level. I, as let's say a bit of a higher level player at this stage, higher power, I have to sit through all these levels. Literally, that takes 1 or 2 hits. It's just mindless. It's thoughtless. It's stupid. I have to literally wait maybe an hour or something like that, or whatever it is, just to get back to the good part. Especially if you're really, 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 really far, and you just have to repeat all those challenges again.
Path of Blood.
Every 2 or 3 weeks, or whenever the Immortals get overthrown. Does that sound fun to you? That is stupid. Yes, Pupsora, you're saying it's gross, that really sucks. The Queck says that's so stupid. Nebe at the Power Creep, Broadcast Ninja's like, ugh. And that's what I wanted to show you. It's a real... I could not believe it. I logged in, and literally on my screen right here it says, you have achieved rank 1. I'm like, what? I thought it was like a bug. I thought it was a bug in the game, being like, oh look, I just got to rank 3 now because I completed one of the floors that got that little bit that I needed. Yay! But look, guys, now I'm level 3. I have to go up all through these levels again, get back to like Hunter 2 or 3 or whatever the heck I was. There's no need for such a bad system to be in your game. And the thing is, people will continue to pay all this money just to get a bit more powerful. It will be reset all the time. Like, obviously your gear will be the same, but these permanent damage increases, you find out, are only temporarily. They might only last for a week or two, and then you have to regrind it all again every single time. The cycle repeats. Welcome to the era of mobile games. So that's it. Oh yeah, just on the courtesy, to my guild, I'm like, hi guys, I am quitting the game. It's not fun for me. Good luck in the future. Good luck in the future. Take care. And sent. So pretty much I just sent my in-game, just out of courtesy to the clan, being like, you know, that I'm quitting the game. Take care. So that's it from me. So off I go, exit the game, exit the launcher. Where is it? Add and remove programs. Let's find this. Let's just take out the Battle.net app altogether. Fuck you, Blizzard. Battle.net app, uninstall, get off my computer, you piece of shit. Yes, uninstall it and stay off my computer. And let's uninstall this once and for all. No more Blizzard games, please. No more Blizzard games. And there we go. Off we go. So that's that. So gone is that game, and deleted in real time for all you lovely people. Deleting all of Blizzard. Yeah, all of it's gone. All of it's gone. Because what's the point in playing their games if this is how they're going to treat their players? Now, in saying that, if World of Warcraft, the next expansion, after lots of beta testing and stuff, like if I get a beta invite, cool, I'd like to play. Yeah, just to test if it's good. But I will watch content online to see if it's good. And if I think it might be good, I'll download it and play it for me for the leveling content, see the new content, and then usually what I do is I unsubscribe. So the next time I'll play a Blizzard game is probably whenever that's going to be, which is, well, they say the end of the year. If I get a Diablo 4 beta invite or something, maybe I'll give a look at that. Will I play Diablo 4 when that releases in 2023? We'll see, based on beta feedback and stuff. But for now, no more Blizzard. No more Blizzard app on my computer. So that's a good what? So that's about 6 months of no Blizzard on my computer. And that's if, you know, I hear favorable things about their other games. But no more Blizzard games. They lost my trust with Diablo Immortal. Just goddamn awful game.